Good day, here are the top stories from the Philippine News Agency. Our top story this afternoon, dismissed Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo is finally back in the country. Philippine government officials accompanied Guo in returning to the Philippines after she was arrested in Indonesia early this week. The dismissed mayor is facing numerous charges, particularly those related to her supposed involvement in illegal Philippine offshore gaming operators or POGOs and questions on her citizenship. Stephanie Sevillano has the story.
After weeks of hiding and fleeing, dismissed Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo has been brought back to the country. Guo arrived at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport via private aircraft at 1:30 a.m. Friday and was accompanied by the Philippine officials led by Interior Secretary Benor Abalos Jr. and Philippine National Police Chief General Romel Morbil. She was placed under the custody of the PNP and the Bureau of Immigrations. The former mayor is facing a string of charges such as human trafficking, tax evasion, and money laundering. She is also facing charges of undesirability and misrepresentation under the Philippine immigration laws. Guo last appeared publicly in May amid a Senate investigation on accusations of her involvement in the illegal operation of the Philippine offshore gaming operators. Senator Rizon Tiveros would reveal that Guo and her family have already fled the country a month before. Guo's sister Sheila and business associate Catherine Cassandra Leong were arrested on August 21 while trying to leave Indonesia for Singapore. Indonesian authorities then arrested Guo in an apartment in Tangerang City in Jakarta early Wednesday. In a press briefing, Abalos revealed that Indonesian authorities have given the Philippine officials a deadline to take Guo or else she would be released from detention. Abalos and Morbil arrived in Indonesia early Thursday to discuss Guo's turnover with their counterparts. He also revealed that Guo has death threats, which the dismissed mayor confirmed before the media. He credited Guo's arrest to the strong cooperation between the PNP and the Indonesian National Police. For his part, Immigration Commissioner Norman Tensinco said Guo's return is a significant achievement for the Philippine justice system. He said this highlights the effective collaboration between Philippine law enforcement agencies and their international counterparts. Meanwhile, the dismissed mayor has asked the Commission on Elections for another extension to file her counter-affidavit to the material misrepresentation complaint against her. The case stemmed from questions regarding alleged false claims in her candidacy for the May 2022 polls. Guo's lawyers requested an additional 15 days to file the comment before the poll body's law department, citing difficulties in communication with Guo. The deadline for Guo's reply was on September 1, but it was extended after Malacanang suspended work in government offices on Monday and Tuesday due to the bad weather. Guo was detained at the PNP Custodial Center until Friday morning when she was brought to a court in Capas Tarlac to process her arrest. PNP spokesperson Police Colonel Jean Fajardo said they are waiting for the court's decision whether Guo would be transferred to another facility and whether she would post bail. For the Pna Headlines, I am Stephanie Sevillano.
Shifting gears now, the country's unemployment figures saw an improvement. The Philippine Statistics Authority's latest report showed a drop in unemployment rate to 4.7% in July this year from 4.9% in the same month last year. In a briefing, National Statistician Dennis Mapa says the total number of unemployed Filipinos stood at 2.38 million in July. This brings the year-to-date unemployment rate to 4.4%, in line with the national target range of 4.4 to 4.7% for the year. The labor force participation rate for July increased to 63.5%, or about 50.07 million Filipinos aged 15 years and above, up from 46.85 million in July 2023. Meanwhile, the employment rate rose slightly to 95.3% in July this year from 95.1% a year ago. The number of employed Filipinos was estimated at 47.7 million, higher than the 44.56 million recorded in July 2023. Major industries with the largest increase in employment include wholesale and retail trade, agriculture and forestry, accommodation and food service activities, public administration and defense, and construction. The underemployment rate fell to 12.1%, down from 15.9% in July 2023. The National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, says the latest labor force survey shows a vibrant labor market aligning with the targets set in the Philippine Development Plan 2023 to 2028. NEDA Secretary Arsenio Balisacan says the government is working on initiatives such as the Trabaho para sa Bayan Master Plan, which aim to enhance job opportunities and work skills for Filipinos. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. expressed his full confidence in the capabilities of newly appointed Acting Communications Secretary Cesar Chavez, citing his extensive experience in public service. Chavez replaced outgoing Secretary Cheloy Garafil, who is heading to the Manila Economic and Cultural Office. In a social media post, Marcos says he fully trusts that Chavez will continue to serve with the same dedication and excellence that he has demonstrated during his over 30-year career in public service. The president also stressed the importance of ensuring that the work they do is communicated effectively and immediately to the Filipino people. Marcos also made it clear that his only instruction is to simply tell the truth. Before stepping into this role, Chavez served as the Presidential Assistant for Strategic Communications under the Office of the President. His government service also includes stint as Undersecretary for Railways from July 2022 to December 2023 and as Assistant Secretary for Rail from September 2016 to February 2017. From 2014 to 2015, Chavez served as Assistant General Manager at the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority. His media career includes roles as Assistant Vice President and Director for News and Public Affairs at the Manila Broadcasting Company and General Manager of the National Broadcasting Corporation. Chavez hails from San Jose, Camarines Sur. He completed a degree in Political Science at Adamson University in 1989, earned a Master in National Security degree from the National Defense College of the Philippines in 2000, and finished a Doctor of Philosophy in Peace and Security at the Bicol University in 2008. He's married and has 4 children. An update on the government's repatriation efforts for Filipinos in the Middle East. A total of 99 OFWs from Lebanon and Kuwait arrived at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 on Thursday. The group aboard Qatar Airways Flight QR934 includes 20 OFWs repatriated from war-torn Lebanon and 79 from Kuwait, along with 5 dependents, according to the Overseas Workers Welfare Administration, or OWA. Upon their arrival, OWA says it has provided immediate assistance such as food, transportation, and hotel accommodation for those in need. They also promise to assist those who want to return to their home provinces. In light of the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, the Philippine Embassy in Beirut has advised OFWs in Lebanon to consider leaving. The embassy says they will continue to extend services and support, especially to OFWs in remote areas. The Department of Migrant Workers urged OFWs and their families to contact the One Repatriation Command Center for assistance. The DMW hotline 1348 is available 24/7. Inquiries can also be sent via email to repat@dmw.gov.ph. The Court of Appeals has voided the temporary protection order issued by a Davao court in favor of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ amid a continuing search by the police for its fugitive leader, Apollo Quiboloy. The order aims to stop police operations to find the evangelist, who is currently wanted on charges of sexual abuse and human trafficking. In a 5-page decision dated September 3, the Appellate Court's Cagayan de Oro Station noted that the Supreme Court had previously assigned the Quezon City Regional Trial Court to handle the cases against Quiboloy. The CA rules the Davao RTC Branch 15 under Judge Mario Duaves acted without authority when it issued protection order on August 27 against the police operations. The Philippine National Police welcomes the decision, saying it proves that it is making the right moves in implementing the arrest warrant against Quiboloy. In other news, the effects of Tropical Cyclone Enteng and the enhanced southwest monsoon has left 16 people dead as of Friday. In its 8 a.m. report, the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council says it is validating reports of 8 fatalities in Calabarzon, 3 in Bicol Region, 2 in Central Visayas, 2 in Eastern Visayas, and 1 in Western Visayas. 13 people were also reported injured while 17 others are missing. Over 530,000 families were affected by bad weather in Ilocos Region, Cagayan Valley, Central Luzon, Calabarzon, Bicol, Western Visayas, Central Visayas, Eastern Visayas, Cordillera, and Metro Manila. Damage to infrastructure reached over 223 million pesos while agricultural damage was placed at 4.3 million pesos. Over 1 million pesos worth of irrigation facilities were also reported damaged. The weather disturbances also damaged nearly 6,000 houses. Meanwhile, the NDRRMC reports that 92 million pesos worth of assistance have been provided to those affected. Naga City, the entire province of Camarines Sur, and Allentown in northern Samar were placed under a state of calamity. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the PNA Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The PNA Headlines is also streamed via the Silibisio Facebook page. You may also watch the PNA Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. I'm Bench Bondok. This is the PNA Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.